up on this week's episode.
Perth turned on some lights.
We drool over some cake.
We talk about the Panto.
We talk to local charity, Perth Autism Support.
And we round up what's coming up.
And that's the show. Let's get on with it. Welcome to
episode 4.
Episode 4. Here we are. We're back. It's been 2 weeks.
Has
been a while.
Have you coped without us, guys?
I think they're quivering. They're sweating. Going, where are they? Why have they gone away?
See, my favourite podcast has taken like a 4-month break at the moment, and they didn't even warn us about it.
But we've only been away 2 weeks.
My second favourite podcast.
Shall we start with the event roundup then?
Let's go for it.
Event roundup.
Yay.
Without the reverb.
So, the big thing, Christmas light switch on. Probably the biggest event Perth has.
It was huge. It was huge and 'twas heaving. I was there shooting it. You were there as a visitor, weren't you? You were there with family.
I was chasing my kids about the shows.
Yeah.
So that was, my first impression was I got to Mill Street at the back of Boots.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
This is huge. So kids, like moth to the lights, they went straight to the first ride they seen.
Yep.
And they went on that, and I was like, I'm going for a wander. And I fought my way through.
Run away!
I did. And I fought my way through the crowd to get from Boots up to Concert Hall, Horsecross.
Oh, yeah.
Seen the stage, heard you were at Gillies at the time. I was like, no, I can't see anyone that I know here. And I fought on my way all back. But I couldn't believe it. It was lined. There was one ride that was actually bigger than Puller House.
I know. That was massive. And the big circle-y, roundy, spinny thing, you wouldn't catch me on that, but it was getting used. There were people up there.
Yeah.
It must have been some of you if you didn't throw up all over yourself.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Really good. And as you said, actually, I think that area was better than it has been on previous years. For some reason, it all came together. There wasn't an ice rink this year, and some people are a bit upset about that before they went, but I actually think it opened up space and made the whole area breathe a little bit better.
Yes, and that was just one bit of it.
Yeah.
There was also George Street.
Heaving.
And they put all the markets on there, and the High Street as well.
Yeah.
And it had the big screen. It was just, there was so much going on. King Edward stage.
Yeah. So much going on. Actually, from covering it point of view, from being the photographer, it was actually a bit too much going on.
Yeah.
I was running about like a complete loon. Several people afterwards saying to me, oh, you never said hi. I'm like, blinkers on, guys, I couldn't see a thing. Just on the next shot. I really enjoyed it, and I thought the main stage did itself justice this year. So we went up. I remember I arrived quite early, and there's Lionel Vinyl, from our podcast the other week there, and he was introducing all of the acts.
We're going to raise it up a little bit higher. As you can tell, we're going to get everything in place because we have Stephen Mulhern, Atomic Kitten, Clubland Classics, Nina Nesbitt. All right.
And Last Orders came on after Lionel had done his thing and played all their cover songs, like we talked to Craig last week about this, and he loved it. He said it was really good. I spoke to him afterwards. Great show.
And they got the crowd going again, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, they did, yeah, absolutely. And actually, I met 3 people from Montrose that had come to Perth specially to see Last Orders. I'm sure they hung about after that. But they came to see Last Orders. And that just shows the power of that type of music and the energy they put out as well.
You ready, Alan? Goes a bit like this. Keep it going. Why don't you dare look back? Just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said, this moving is my destiny. She said, why don't you dare look back? Just keep your eyes on me. I said you're
And then, of course, the headline bands. I saw the parade. There was lots going on.
Yep.
It really was. And we got lucky with the weather, I would say. It's been quite wet and miserable afterwards. Mm-hmm. So they got really good weather for it again. Well done. Don't know who they paid off for that one. But and of course, next up on the main stage was Stephen Mulhern, who took over from Lionel. Well, actually didn't take over. The two of them started this duo act thing going on, and they were bouncing off each other quite well, and very, very different people. But I think that worked in a way. You know, Stephen looked a wee bit like, what? A few times. But yeah, he introduced basically the light switch on, so Lily Douglas, the Provost, and all the main acts. Mm-hmm. And he lost Santa.
Okay, let's bring out our guests. Please welcome the giants of British rock, Santa Claus and Chico. The cast of this year's Perth pantomime, Sinbad. Please also a massive, massive big cheer for Alice DJ, Dario G and Entrance. Phenomenal.
Stephen, you're going too quick. We've only just got Buddy Chico on.
Chico?
Santa Claus is killed. Look.
Where the hell have you been?
And the main acts, I don't know, were you down at the main stage for the main acts?
No. I was there with a 3-year-old and a 7-year-old. They were tired.
Ah, fair enough. That you were tired, weren't you?
Very,
yes,
very.
That's more like it.
I was tireder.
More tireder. I get that. I was down the front, obviously, in the pit, and I saw everything going on. I met Mulhern behind the stage, and I met Lionel. So I introduced myself, because of course we never actually spoke to him. We just asked him for his voice. Sensational. And he was so nice. He was really, really good. I can see the person behind the afro, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, great guy. So fascinating to see the front end. The confetti cannons were going off pretty much in my ear. So that was a bit of, duck. And the firework display as well. I thought that was stunning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had a good view of the firework display. We were behind the main stage. So we were where the Queensbridge.
Oh yeah,
we were just in the corner of Queensbridge and Tay Street.
Oh, you get a great view from there. So you could see Tay Street with all the people on it and the stage and the fireworks.
We could kind of just see the back of the stage more from where we were.
Right, sorry, that bit. No, right, of course,
And bearing in mind that I'm not very tall either, so I had my youngest on my shoulder so she could see properly. But we still had a pretty good view, and the fireworks were stunning.
Yeah, they were, and the crowd really did turn around for that, and you know, pay attention, stand up and pay attention. So, but yeah, really good event. Enjoyed it. Lots of people in the town. I think the estimate was again about 90,000, but they haven't. It's too early, I think, to release those figures. Right. We'll wait for that in the new year, I think. But yeah, well done.
And sticking with the Perth Winter Festival, on the Sunday we had the festive feast. So we had the
cake,
the cake event.
I loved the cake.
Oh, it was good. I went down quite early on, and it wasn't quite set up when I seen it. But what I did see was fantastic. My kids, as I said in the previous episodes, my kids helped make cupcakes for Merlin.
Oh, yeah.
And so they wanted to show me, and as it was, we arrived at different times, so that didn't happen. But I had the chance to just look around, and it was so cool. I'd never seen it before. I didn't go in the previous years. And even just the use of blue sweets or blue bits of ice and cut out.
Everything. I went year one, and the cakes there was a Hermitage cake that blew me away. There was other stuff, like buildings in Perth. Buildings. I mean, I'm lucky if my cakes come out round. Never mind making a building out of them.
Mine's come out black and smoking.
And still raw in the middle. Bake off next year,
Should have used the oven, not the grill. And there was the winning cake.
Yes, the winning cakes. We have a picture of that up in front of us, which was
the Enchanted Forest. And that's a nice wee callback to episode 1 for us. We were there, and
looking at this picture, we can recognise every part of it. We know. I can even recognise where we did our interviews and where we did. Wow, it's a cake.
I know.
But and the Earth's there, and the Moon's there, and the igloo where they were showing the projection of the stars.
Yes, even the flaming ring.
The flaming ring is there. My ring of fire.
All right, Johnny, sit down.
But yeah, it's all there, and what an incredible feat.
Mm-hmm. Unreal. Well done.
And the bridge as well. Getting hungry now.
And well done to everyone. I mean, look next to it. There's a church.
I know.
You know, it's crazy.
I'll need to go down next year. I was just absolutely knackered after shooting all day Saturday, and it ran over slightly on Saturday as well. So by the time I was done, I was done.
You were done.
DUN done.
Done in.
So yeah, that was good fun though. Good fun.
Running from right now until January the 4th, we have
Sinbad. This year's Perth Panto.
Yeah.
And we are just back from it.
Oh.
Don't.
No,
Stop it.
I did it last time. Sorry.
What an incredible show.
Oh, so much fun.
Written and directed by Barry Hunter, our sort of resident dame.
Yes.
Panto dame. And it blew me away. He is so funny. He is funny, but he brings the team together. Sinbad was amazing. And I really enjoyed it. How did you find it?
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It was so energetic. And like you say, he brought a team together. They were confident and comfortable enough in what they were doing that if things didn't, and they may have been completely to plan, but when things looked like they didn't go to plan, they weren't too fussed.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's that ad lib, isn't it? It's the capability to just not let that phase you. And I was there for the dress rehearsal night, and of course there's mistakes on that day. That's the first time they've done it. And it's just the flow that he brings. It's not a problem. There's no issues there. It's just straight up doing his thing, and it just flows. It's fantastic. Brilliant show.
And the magic of Panto is that they can break down that fourth wall, and I mean, part of Panto is to interact with the audience, but even when things don't go so well, they just make a laugh, and you actually end up laughing harder.
Yeah, and do you know what? Yeah, some of the funniest bits in it are those ad lib moments. Mm-hmm. I thought that the songs. So these are songs that you will know. Maybe not quite the lyrics, but you will know these songs. The Tay Beaver song, for example. Let's have a quick listen to that.
And after listening to that, I'm a believer.
He went there.
Sorry.
But yeah, it's a really fun, interactive, energetic, powerful, apt show.
Yeah, and it was press night tonight.
Yep.
No kids.
No excuses.
It meant I could get up and enjoy myself. But I'm looking forward to taking the kids.
I will be taking mine now as well, definitely. If you're honestly, folks, if you're swithering about taking your kids, or just going yourself, grab someone else's kid if you don't have any. It's a really fun time. It's running for the rest of the month, as we say, till the 4th of January. It's fab. Take them. Keeping with our theme of local heroes, charities and such like, you caught up with a charity close to my heart the other day, so tell us a bit about that.
Well, it was a last minute stand-in for yourself because something else came up, and it gave me...
I felt terrible.
Yeah.
Not about leaving you, I just felt terrible.
Yeah, you look terrible too.
Thanks.
Nothing changes. And yeah, so I had this chance to chat to Angie from Perth Autism Support about what they do and what's coming up, and they've got something special going on for the fundraiser at the moment as well. So here's some of the highlights from that chat. I'm joined by Angie Ferguson, who's the Chief Executive of Perth Autism Support. Hi Angie, thanks for joining me. We're also joined by Faith, who's new to Perth Autism Support as well. Hi Faith.
Hiya.
So yeah, Angie, I asked you to just come in for a quick chat about Perth Autism Support and tell people all about it. So start with that.
Yeah, okay. Perth Autism Support is a registered charity, and we are based in Perth City, and we support 800 families throughout Perth and Kinross, and it's children and young people from the ages of 3 to 18 who have been diagnosed with autism or who are awaiting assessment for autism. So we support 240 autistic young people through our services each week, and we run from our centre in Perth, but also from our rural hubs in Highland Perthshire, Crieff and Blairgowrie.
Oh wow. With regards to the activities and things that you get involved with, mm-hmm. What is there for people to do in Perth?
Yeah, so we have a full family support that we take with support services. So for our young people, we have a range of activities, out of school activities. It's not a play scheme and it's not a respite service. It's very much about skills development. So we start by offering lots of different types of activities, because if we have the young person engaged in the subject matter, it makes development of skills much, much easier. So everything ranging from our creative learning programme that we deliver in partnership with Horsecross, right through to social groups, cookery groups, music club. So there's a whole range of different interests that young people can join in with. And the whole purpose is to work in small groups, to develop communication skills, to develop social skills, so they are more confident and more able to go out into the wider community and be able to have the same opportunities as other children and young people.
So, month of December coming up. What activities have you got? What have you got going on in December, apart from single promotion?
Yeah, but that's pretty much taken up our entire life just now. But actually, most of our activities programmes stop quite early on in December.
Right.
Our young people can find Christmas quite a challenging time because it's a lot of busy, chaotic things going on. Routines can be broken, even in schools when they're getting ready for Christmas concerts and pantomimes, that kind of thing. So we stop quite early on, and then we run Christmas parties, and we're very thankful for our community partners at Horsecross Arts who give us tickets for the Panto as well. So we've got those coming up for our young people. And in terms of fundraising, this is probably one of our biggest months. So we have our single, we also sell charity Christmas cards, and we're also out and about at some of the light switch on events. So we've been running a quiet space at St John's Centre, and the team are out at Blairgowrie light switch on next weekend on the 30th. So yes, full on fundraising. That's what December is.
And again, I suppose that's something for people to keep in mind, is that December can be quite stressful for kids with autism, or adults with autism, I suppose.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And time is just perfect, because at the moment you've got a single coming out. You've got 2 1 and All, which is actually out now, and it's sitting number 1 in the Amazon Movers and Shakers at the moment.
Yes, we're officially saying we've had a Christmas number 1. Even if it's for an hour, we've had a Christmas number 1.
Still been you've got the screenshot to prove
Absolutely.
it. So how did that all come about? The 2 1 and All.
This is actually our 3rd charity Christmas single that we've done. We took a break for a couple of years, and it was kind of resurrected through our digital media group at Perth Autism Support. One of our staff team has just graduated from Perth UHI with his music degree, so we thought we'd just exploit his talents and use him to songwrite the song. It's been in production since September, which has been quite an interesting challenge to get autistic children to put Christmas jumpers on in September and October and start singing about Christmas songs. That's been an interesting process. So it's taken about 2 months in total to pull all together, from the children being recorded, the song being written, and going into the studio to, we've got another couple of our young people who are in Perth Youth Orchestra also on the song, playing their violins. So the whole process has taken about 2 months. We launched Sunday there, so it's now available to buy, and we could potentially get the real Christmas number 1, who knows?
Yeah, so it's available on Google, it's available on Amazon.
Amazon Music, and you can also get a CD, old school CD copy. We have them available at our centre in Perth and at Giraffe Cafe on South Street.
And where is the Perth Autism Support Centre?
So we're based at Market Street, so just up the road from Blend, just behind the old High Street. Yeah.
And that was Angie from Perth Autism Support. Thanks again, Angie.
Oh, big thanks to Angie for coming along. As I say, I've close to my heart, my son's on the autistic spectrum, ASD, whatever you want to call it these days, seems to have a million names. And their classes have helped him no end. He's gone from not really understanding social cues to being much, much better. Just a massive, massive thanks to everyone at Perth Autism Support for everything that they do.
We fanboyed enough about past events with the Christmas light switch on.
Yes, I could go on forever, but let's not.
Let's get into what's coming up in the next few weeks.
Upcoming events.
Where is it gone?
I don't know.
Where's the voice?
It's not as exciting, but we'll go with it.
I don't know where we are anymore. What we got first, Ian?
So, at Perth Theatre, we have Charlie Chaplin in the Jazz Age. What is that, you might ask?
I'm going to, if you don't tell me.
Good. Part concert, part cinema. Charlie Chaplin in the Jazz Age conjures a world of comedy and pathos?
Pathos?
See, not one of the Musketeers. For the whole family. ZRA performs live to the Chaplin's classic silent movie, The Adventurer, transporting the listener to the exciting melting pot of early 20th century New York, where jazz, klezmer, East European folk music and classical music intertwined in film soundtracks. Kids go free to this one.
Always a bonus.
Always. And that's on the 8th of December at Perth Theatre. Charlie Chaplin in the Jazz Age.
Nice one. How many times did you have to practice saying klezmer?
Many. Didn't Google that at all.
Perth Guided River Tour. There'll be another one on the 9th of December. So they do these quite frequently.
This is Willowgate, isn't it?
Yes.
They're a fantastic little organisation.
They do these quite frequently. They do other things. They do like team building events and that. But on this occasion, what they're saying is, why not join us on a pleasurable kayak trip on the River Tay up to Perth and back? A chance to see a different side to Perth. So leaving Willowgate at around 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I like that roughness. Just about there, innit?
About there. And it takes about 2.5 hours. And you might even be lucky enough to see otters or beavers en route.
They'd probably beat me down the river if I did as well. They'd race me.
Yeah, and I mean, even if you didn't actually see them, you would probably see evidence of them as well.
No doubt.
So I've seen them posting pictures of evidence of beaver activity in the area.
Bone of contention, that one as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that is what date's that?
The 9th of December.
Cool. Up next, so we have on the North Inch Community Campus, we have Callum McLean wild swimming in Scotland. That's on the 10th of December. That's part of the RSGS Inspiring People Talks programme. And Callum McLean's going to be talking about his outdoors adventures in Scotland.
When I'm swimming, it's pretty wild, but that's because I have no technique, and it's more of a panic to get me to the
drowned rat look.
Get me to land.
Dying seal.
I'll have you know, I swim like a brick. 11th of December, 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. Bertha Park Secondary School are having their very first winter fair.
Now that's a good opportunity to get up there if you've never been up to that brand new school, isn't it? And see what's going on.
Have a nosy, get in the doors. Yeah, and have a nosy.
Foot in the door, back to school.
And have a look at some of the fantastic facilities they've got in there as well.
Oh yeah, I shot the pre-opening for a local agency, and I was blown away with the equipment, and it put my school to shame. I'm not going to name any names. So up next we have the Christmas.
Whoa! I've not finished talking about
it's my turn.
So at that there'll be stalls. So if you had a stall holder and you're interested, get in touch. There might still be space to get yourself involved with that one as well.
Brilliant.
You may go now.
Thanks. Cheers for that. Up next, we have Christmas Charity Concert, a ceremony of carols, and that's at St John's Kirk on the 14th of December. Join us for a Christmas Charity Concert in aid of local Perth charity PCAVs. This first performance under the direction of new musical director Areti. I can't say that. What does that say?
Limperopoulou.
Yeah, that. Okay. Promises to be a musical treat and will leave you feeling festive in the lead up to Christmas. Refreshments included in the ticket price will be served after the concert. Yes, but yeah, that's on the 14th of December at St John's Kirk.
And normally we take turnabout, but this next one, chronologically.
Chris Packham, Pictures from the Edge of the World. That's the concert hall on the 17th of December, and I have tickets for that one. So, hear about Chris's travels to the world's wildlife hotspots and the beauty he sees in unexpected places. I'm a photographer, that's why I want to go to that. Learn how, through his photography, he hopes to inspire a love of life, with conservation being at the heart of his work. Funny, inspiring, irreverent, and packed with information, this is a romp through the wild mind of Chris Packham. And the reason I'm going to this is not just because I grew up with Chris on the Really Wild Show.
I was about to say same.
Michaela Strachan, was that the co-host?
Mm-hmm.
And
Terry Nutkin.
Now, here's a story for you. I think I saw Terry Nutkins once in Tesco Metro in Perth. Yeah? I think. But then I saw a guy recently who also looks like Terry Nutkins, and he died a few years ago. So I think it might have been the local Perth bag. But I'm taking that. You can't take that away from me. I think that was Terry Nutkins. I'm leaving it at that.
Might well have happened. My wife bumped into Warwick Davis at Marks and Spencer's in Varamond.
Brilliant. Earlier this year. Was he tenable?
No, but I don't know if he was tenable or not, but he was really nice.
Have you never seen Tenable?
No.
It's a TV show. It's a quiz show, and you've got to find the top 10 answers in a question. And all Warwick does is joke about Star Wars all the time. Star Wars. So if someone says something about a film, he's like, I was in Star Wars. Do you know I was in Star Wars? Yeah. I hasn't won any awards. Yeah. Carrying on, what have we got next?
We have Poggle, which is on at Perth Theatre from the 17th to the 22nd of December. So what they've got here is Mischief Maker, Maker of Fun, Tumble Tumble, Tickle My Tum, Beasties, buzzing bees. Poggle's not scared of climbing trees. I love things like that because I read so many stories to my little one like that, like the Gruffalo and things.
But it's intriguing as well, isn't it? Because now I'm sitting there going, what?
Well, here's some more information. So it's the story of Vince who wants to explore the forest, but he's too scared until one day he meets Poggle, a friendly creature. Together they go on an adventure through the forest where they discover the magical musical tree. So it's a warm-hearted sensory dance theatre piece with live music, clapping rhythms and comedy throughout in an imaginatively changing world, which the children have the chance to explore.
What? Why the children? I want to go.
Right. And it does. I mean, I've seen clips of it. The advertisement for it is video, and it does look quite interesting, actually.
The posters are everywhere, actually. If you look around Perth, and it's quite a hard-hitting poster. Well, not hard-hitting, but you see it. It's actually quite
catchy your attention.
Catchy.
Yes.
That's the thing. And to round up upcoming events, here's Big Dog Books.
Hi there, this is Louise from Big Dog Books, and I've got December's announcement. But before we go into that, I'd like to congratulate our pro team, the Wizards of Woof, for winning the Scottish 2019 Interstore Championship against 11 other stores for Perth. Now, starting off with in December, we've got Tuesday the 10th is our last Games and Dames for the year until the new year. Thursday the 12th is our RPG Roundup, which is a wee break from RPG games until the new year as well. But I would love to see everyone getting festive for the occasion and dressing up for it. On Sunday the 15th, we've got our Dragon Ball Supercard Tournament. On Tuesday the 17th, we've got our Book Club Roundup, so we will be voting on our best book club picks of the year, and we'll be announcing that in the new year as well. So Wednesday the 18th, we've got Stuart doing a talk on The Crisis of Infinite Earths, the comic book series. It's a talk about the history of the series and basically how it's helped really influence comics in general and the media right now. We are closed from the 25th and 26th for Christmas, because who doesn't love a little bit of time off at Christmas? But we're back on Friday the 27th for a Magic the Gathering Pioneer event. And we've got 2 more events coming up. So Saturday the 28th, we've got our Christmas cook-off, which is a big old cook-off. We want to see everyone bring in dishes of sweet treats. We want to see savoury, absolutely everything. It's a big potluck to do with the community to thank you all for being around for us. And later on in the day, we're going to have a Christmas quiz, which will be a separate event, but we'd love to see people stick around if they've got the time. And finally, for the end of the year, we've got Sunday the 29th of December. It's the Pokemon Christmas Party. And again, get the last use out of your Christmas jumpers, please. We'd love to see everybody be festive. And we're closed from the 30th of December to January the 3rd, 2020, but we'll be back with a lot of new exciting bits and pieces, events, games, and all sorts. So it'll all be on Facebook. The events I've spoken about are on Facebook, and all the new events will be on Facebook. So we'll look forward to seeing you guys at Christmas time and over the new year.
So that's what we've got for upcoming events, because we are drastically running out of time. So we've missed your one, sorry, but do get in touch if you have something going on that you want mentioned. For more information on what we've talked about, check out fcpod.net.
This podcast is a part of the Fair City Podcast Network, which is a group dedicated to helping local people start and develop their own podcasts.
Remember, folks, click that subscribe button
And leave a review.
and thanks for listening.